Hello, I'm Jacob. This is the Preppers Bunker Outdoors. Today is Tactical Tuesday. I'm going to talk to you about 1- and 2-point slings. From the get-go, I have no bias against either sling. I have no reason to tell you one or the other. All the slings that I'm going to show you today are from Beach and Tactical. I make every single one. This is a Beach and Tactical on-point sling. The 2-point sling that I will show you is a Beach and Tactical speed sling. I built my opinion on slings in Afghanistan 2009-2010 in Logar Province, Afghanistan. Deployed as an airborne infantryman with the 173rd Airborne. Long story short, we deployed with a 2-point sling that was absolute garbage. And it probably worked okay, except for the fact that I was in the Army. So all excess webbing had to be S-rolled and duct taped, so it was unusable, and I would get stuck in a sling and literally have the desire to rip the sling off of me and inflict pain on it. But obviously I couldn't, because I was in the middle of a march in Afghanistan, and you can't inflict pain on inanimate objects. I knew I needed something different. So I did what probably all privates do. I did about this much research. Bought a really cool American-made high-speed 1-point sling, multicam up and down. I'll show you pictures here. All right, so this was like a $60 or $80 sling, lifetime warranty. You'll notice in this picture here, I'm wearing a sling, and this picture here, 1 second later, I'm not. Why? Because it broke. I could have returned it or replaced it for free, lifetime warranty. I chose not to, because it was freaking terrible. So let's talk about what you should consider when you're looking for a sling. So the first thing that a lot of people do when they're looking for a sling is they think about all the things that they want to be able to do. Okay, so they go through this checklist, all right? I want to be able to shoot and then transition to my left shoulder and continue shooting. I want to be able to be shooting, transition to a sidearm. Whatever the case may be, they go through this checklist. What I'm here to tell you today is that the first thing that you need to consider when you're looking at purchasing a sling is, what is a sling meant to do? All right, it's not meant for all this high-speed cool guy stuff that you're not going to do even if you are in the military. It is meant so that, like a holster, when you don't need this in your hands, it's not in your hands, all right? It's meant to be hands-free, like I said, like a holster. So I quickly realized when I got this 1-point sling that when I was walking around and stuff, if I wanted to be hands-free, the sling was worthless. It's banging around, okay, doing whatever the crap it wants to do, and what if I need to detain someone, get hands on somebody? Can I just, if I throw this on my back, can I trust that it's gonna do anything? No, it's all over the gosh dang place. This sling, I make this sling, all right? I believe I make the best 1-point sling on the planet. And yet, this sling on a rifle does nothing that a sling is supposed to do well. This sling could work. Let's say I'm running a shotgun without a buttstock or a subgun, and I want to be able to push a firearm out that does not have a buttstock here and use my sight radius, all right? That works. Now, obviously, there's some problems with 2-point slings, which is why I transitioned to a 1-point sling in the first place, right? So, let's look at 2-point slings. All right? Beach and Tactical speed sling, right here. All right, it's up, it's out of the way. If you've got QD sling swivels like I have here, Midwest Industries heavy-duty sling swivels, you can pop this sling on or put it back on, pop it off, put it on, whatever, in a couple seconds. What does this sling do for me? Well, I'm hands-free. I'm not destroying myself with a rifle banging around, and guess what else? I want to put it on my back, boom, it's there. It's as tight as I want it to be. If I want to do freaking jumping jacks, I can do freaking jumping jacks, all right? If I want to wear it on my back and all of a sudden I see bad guy, deer, bear, or I want to start shooting, boom, right there. All right, so this is what a 2-point sling should be. So what it comes down to, guys, I want you to think about this. You are looking for your sling. What's the first thing your sling should do? It should stay out of your way when you don't need it. It should be easy to remove. And when you need to not have your hands on your rifle, it should be comfortable and stay where you put it, right? So let's say I want to be a high-speed guy and go fight and do all this cool shoulder change crap. All right, if I know that I'm going to get into a fight, first off, let's get the sling out of the way, or let's remove the sling. Think of this sling as a holster, okay? Boom. Stop! Firearm out. I don't need firearm anymore. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand here. Firearm away. Same thing with a rifle. When you pay attention too much on all of the cool things you want to be able to do with your sling, and it doesn't work as a sling, you probably need to step back and think about it. And here's what pisses me off, is when I was a private, somebody sold me on that 1-point sling, right? Because I bought it. And it took me about 6 months of walking around with it and doing missions to realize it was stupid. But I'm looking at these other people's slings. This new 2-point to 1-point sling was released. The guy's like, all right, we've got this cool 2-point sling. It's kind of adjustable, so you can sort of transition it a little bit if you want to. And you can carry it on the front of your body up here so you look like an operator. Okay, he's going through this whole thing, and then he's like, but if it's a combat rifle, you can transition it to a 1-point. Because we all know that 1-points are for combat. All right, guys, you are a consumer. If you're thinking about buying a sling and you want a combat sling, the reason that a combat sling is a combat sling should not be that it's a combat sling. That's like saying this car is good because the car is good. No, that doesn't work. A 1-point sling is not a combat sling because it's a combat sling or because it's a 1-point sling. It does have applications, but 99.9% of the time when I see people using a 1-point sling, they don't even realize all of the unnecessary foolishness that they're going through with the sling. First off, they're probably not using it right, second off, but most importantly, they don't realize, whether they're training or just on the range shooting, that time where you're doing cool high-speed shooting guy stuff, if you ever have to shoot at somebody, that is 0.00001% of your time, and 99% of the time, you are walking, hoping that somebody shoots at you so you can fall over and take a break for a second and stop walking with this heavy freaking backpack while it's 150 degrees out. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're using a rifle sling for. When you're doing all the bang bang cool stuff, you don't even use a freaking sling. And if you are using a freaking sling, it should probably be unattached from you because it's probably going to impede you more than help you. So, this has been Tactical Tuesday. I want you to use your product and think about it. So, with that in mind, take your sling out and go on a walk with a bug out bag or a rucksack. And when you think you're done walking, keep walking. Walk all day. Find a place where you can do that. And then at the very end of the day, after you've walked your 12, 15, 16, 18, 20 miles, shoot a little bit. And then think about what that sling's doing for you. I just think, guys, let's get past this marketing and buy products that make sense without marketing. That'd be really sweet. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I look forward to speaking with you. So, do that.
He ain't dead smart. Played by the United States Marine Pipe and the Drum Corps.